Good evening. The meeting is the meeting is called to order for the regular city council meeting January 17th. Madam Clerk, the pledge.
All right. Councilman Asbell,
Here.
Councilman Buddy,
Here.
Councilman Chatelain,
Here.
Councilman Johnston,
Present.
Councilman Wheeler,
Present.
Mayor Bodier,
Present.
Police Chief Walker,
Here.
Fire Chief St. Cyr,
Present.
and Municipal Clerk Nicole Lee, present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I love to see this kind of community involvement. It's a great thing for the city of Harahan, a great day for the city of Harahan. Real quick, on a sad note, Mr. Jake Tafaro, he's the little guy that's always you see playing a harmonica and with Dixie, and he's always at City Hall playing. He passed away. He was 95 years old. I know I'm going to miss him, and I was, wondering when that day would come when I would come in office to be the mayor, and he'd be up there drinking that coffee and playing that harmonica. So I'm hopefully he's playing that harmonica in heaven for me tonight, and so I just want to say he'll be sorely missed, and he was a fun member of this community. I'd also like to thank Mr. Pat Peppo. He brought in some water for us, donated us a few cases of water, and he was here helping us for the first few days of opening City Hall. So we thank you for that, Mr. Pat. You are the man. Madam Clerk, can I have a motion to remove Gilbert Beers as city attorney?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Special presentations. Darlene Schwartz, Community Liaison.
Oh,
Go ahead.
you want to do it now? Okay. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda.
I'll make a motion to amend the
I'm sorry.
agenda.
Bad habits. Can I have someone make a motion to amend the agenda? A motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler.
To bring up Nicole.
To bring up Nicole Lee, swearing in.
We have to vote on first, correct?
Oh, are we all, I'd like to vote. Are we voting first?
Yes.
I'd like to make a vote on Nicole Lee becoming the city attorney for the next 4 years.
City clerk.
I mean, city clerk, I'm
No,
sorry.
thank you, Mayor.
Well,
I second that.
you got it.
Motion.
You got it. Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Thank you. Congratulations. Nicole.
Congratulations.
Ms. Rena?
Hold the Bible, left hand on the Bible. Right hand in the air.
Right, I state your name,
I, Nicole Lee,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties
and perform all the duties
incumbent on me as city clerk and tax collector
incumbent on me as city clerk and tax collector
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay. Can someone make a motion to go back to special presentations?
Motion to go back to special presentation?
Seconded.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Buddy to go back to special presentations. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. I mean, it's not 5 yeas, 0 nays, I'm sorry. All right,
All right, Ms. Darlene Schwartz.
Take two. So, welcome to the new council, the new mayor, and congratulations to Nicole. Happy New Year to everybody. We're a few weeks into it. So, the game plan is going forward. I'll be doing your community liaison announcements. So anybody that has anything, please reach out, let me know so we can make sure we can keep the community involvement for fundraisers and anything going on. Excuse me. Anything going on, we can keep the word out there and keep everybody in touch, okay? I'm easy enough to get in touch with, and it's a small city, come on. The only thing I'm going to really announce tonight is for St. Rita. They got their pulled pork smoked chicken dinner coming up on Sunday, January the 27th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So again, that's Sunday, the 27th of January. They're going to have drive-through. You can dine in or pick up. And so for $10, you can get the smoked pulled pork plate, the smoked chicken plate, or the smoked combination plate. And the sides will include baked beans, coleslaw, bread, and dessert. $10. So let's once again support St. Rita in this good event that they have every year. And it's good food, good cooking, and go Saints.
thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Nicole?
Current state of the Harahan Police Department. Chief.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, viewing public. Tim Walker, Harahan Police Chief. I want to thank the public again, the voters in Harahan, for passing the police millage last year. First pay period of 2019, we implemented a pay raise for all full-time Harahan police employees. There'll be a 10% pay raise plus 1% each year up to 15 years of service. It's definitely needed, and it's going to be well appreciated. So thank you again for your support.
Address the council.
Would anyone like to address the council? Please state your name and address at the podium.
Dale Semino, 140 McHugh. I'd like to welcome the new mayor and the new council. I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. I'd like to suggest that we all look forward, not look in the past, but just go forward. Nothing can be done about the past, but something can be done about the future. So I'm confident that we all agree, let's just go forward. There's going to be issues that need to be decided during the next 4 years that affect our city. And I ask each council person on these issues to independently research, make decisions in their heart that they feel is best in the city, independently make the decisions, and most importantly, not block vote. And I think that will really is the way to go. I hope that during the next 4 years, the citizens understand that this particular part of the meeting is addressed to council. It's not a dialogue. It's not a question and answer session. It's not addressed to police chief, not addressed to the fire chief. It's addressed to council sitting up here. And I'd like the council to also understand that when citizens have questions and they are asked with respect, that the questions be answered perhaps during their time at the council meeting at the end, during the council's address. and also that the phone numbers be published, that if a citizen wants to call a council member, that they can reach the council member and have the calls returned. I hope that in the next 4 years, at some point, I can meet the new owners of the former Colonial Gulf Cup property. If they could be here tonight, I wouldn't know them. I don't know them. But they're going to be my neighbors one day. And I'd like to know my neighbors, and I'd like to welcome them to the neighborhood. And one thing I would discuss with the owners, if I had the opportunity to meet them, would be to discuss the drainage. I would thank them for the drainage projects they have when the property is developed to contain the water. But I would also ask them if they could possibly consider helping, doing something just a little more to help the drainage on the south side of the highway. I think it's finally been realized that the water will not go across the highway because the highway is too high. There's not enough pipes under the highway. The water has to be dealt with on the south side of the highway. It has to be dealt somehow going across the river or another way. And I would just ask them to consider that. Finally, I hope that the next 4 years, and then within the next year, hopefully, that the smell that's been occurring, the source can be identified, and that smell can be remedied, whatever it is. And that's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
I'm a little short. Hi, it's Judy Johnson, Oak Street. This is the start of a new administration, and there are several unfinished projects that need to be addressed. I'm asking for any information you may have tonight, and that the new city engineer, whoever it may be, come to the next meeting to give a complete update of the following projects. Part of Tyler Street has been resurfaced, but there's also a very important drainage component for which the specifications were done. This still needs to be done with further resurfacing after the drainage work is complete. Has that work been scheduled, and what is the projected finish date? Also, the upgrade of our badly neglected sewage system has finally been started, but not completed. According to Veolia's representative, the plant's tanks desperately need to be cleaned, which affects the system's capacity. Has that process been completed since it was supposed to be done as routine maintenance? That and the rerouting and updating of Lift Station 6 are necessary to take the strain off the newly renovated and updated Lift Station 8 to help increase the plant's capacity to accommodate the addition of the assisted living center being built on Colonial. Will this project be let out for bid anytime soon, since this was the last project to be paid for by the $4 million DEQ loan? Also, the parish gave the HAA $90,000 and the city approved a cooperative endeavor agreement with them to rehab the Wilcox Field. The city also provided another $50,000 to rehab the shelter bathroom into an ADA compliant bathroom, but nothing has been forthcoming to let us know when these projects will start. If the Wilcox Field project is not started soon, the field will not be ready for the spring baseball games, which was the urgent reason the HAA gave to have this done. Again, I'm asking for information tonight and a detailed explanation from the city engineer at the next meeting. Also, I'd like to remind the city clerk and Chief Walker that I'm still waiting for a response from my public records request that was submitted May 16th of last year for the minutes and the advertisements of the Police Advisory Board meetings. Hopefully they'll be available soon. Okay? Thank you.
Congratulations, y'all. It's going to be fun. My name is Kelly Kushler. I live on Glenwood, and Jenny Zimmer allowed me to be a prayer chairman for the smell issue, and now we've added the river issue to it. And on the committee is John and Evelyn Reams and a pastor in River Ridge named George Zanka. And we've met 3 times praying for God's solution, supernatural solution for our issues. And I believe I have 2 scriptures that are very appropriate to what is happening. Jesus prayed this prayer in John 17. Holy Father, I'm about to leave this world to return and be with you, but my disciples will remain here. So I ask that by the power of your name, protect each one that you've given me and watch over them so that they will be united as one, even as we are one. I pray for them to be joined together as one, even as you and I, Father, are joined together as one. I pray for them to become one with us, so that the world will recognize that you sent me. For the very glory you have given to me, I have given them, so that they will be joined together as one and experience the same unity that we enjoy. You live fully in me, and now I live fully in them, so that they will experience perfect unity, and the world will be convinced that you have sent me. For they will see that you love each one of them with the same passionate love that you have loved me. We are loved, and he prayed for us to be one. That fits with your Harahan United. And the other scripture is, God sent this message to us. When I shut up heaven and there's no rain, or I command the locusts to devour the land, or I send pestilence among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, admit that we don't have the answers without him, pray and seek my face, turn from their selfish ways, I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land. And that's what we're praying for, Father, that you would heal our land, our landfills, and your people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Kirk Talbot, State Representative for this area. Mr. Mayor, congratulations.
Thank you.
Council members, congratulations. Chief Walker, Nicole. I look forward to working with y'all. I know Mr. Mayor and I have already spoke on collaborating on a few things dealing with capital outlay. So I will do whatever I can to help the city of Harahan and to help the people and to help the council and the mayor. My office is open. My phone number is 736-7299. And if anyone has any questions for me, real quick, we start a fiscal session in April, so everything is kind of quiet as of now. But I will be coming during session to give regular updates. And with that being said, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Would you mind if I talk a little bit tonight about one of the projects that we discussed the other night?
Sure, absolutely.
I will.
Absolutely. Great. Congratulations again. I look forward to working with you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle Jatho, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Michelle Jatho, Bailey Street. I'm here today to represent Harahan Elementary PTF. I'm the vice president. We have on the agenda tonight a request to seek a donation of the rental of the gym for our Mardi Gras ball or a discounted rate. And we ask that y'all please consider that to where we can keep the cost down for our children to make it a great, fun night. And we look forward to having a communication and openness with the government and the community forthcoming.
Thank you.
Thank you, that's all.
Thank you.
Billy North, 6200 Roddy. Mr. Mayor, Council, certainly an honor for me to be here. Chief, thank you so much for giving me the time. I'm the new school board member for District 7. I represent this Harahan area. My wife and I live here with my daughter. A little bit about my background is I'm a retired educator. I was a head football coach and athletic director at John Ehret High School, and I'm here to offer my services to open up a level of communication between us. I'm here to serve you guys and ladies, excuse me. And also we have to remember the only school that we worried about sometimes is Harahan Elementary, but our kids go all over the place. We have children that go to Riverdale Middle, Riverdale High School, Hazel Park, and the Airline Park and the Magnets. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that, but I'm here to hold my hand out, extend my hand to tell you guys I'm here. I listen, so please reach out to me. You know where I live. I live right down the street, all right? I'm blessed to be in this community. God bless you guys. The time that you put in as public servants, some of us just don't know, but I'm very, very happy to be a resident of Harahan and looking up here and seeing who's in charge of our city. Thank you all for having me. Any questions or anything or comments?
I just wanted to make the comment of, you and I had spoken, and I noticed some people in this audience that had this concern, and how easily approachable you were and how open-minded you were. Councilman Chatelain and I have been working with you on maybe looking to try to figure out another bus route for behind Harahan Elementary. I know they're in the audience, I've seen them. And, but I want to let you know that, let the citizens know that you've been so easy to work with, that those discussions have already been had. You know, we'll be in the field, we'll be some boots on the ground in the next few days, you and I, and you'll take turns with the council so we don't violate any laws. But just wanted to thank you for that. Thank you for being so open-minded and so willing to work with us. Not that the last school board member wasn't, she was amazing,
Yes,
but I
sir.
wanted to thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure, and it's an honor and privilege for me to have the opportunity. God has put me here to continue my service to the children of this community, and it's an honor for me to be here and be with you guys. But God bless y'all, and I'm so happy to see what I see here tonight. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll now close address to council. If you guys don't mind, I would like to maybe answer a few of these comments. Would you guys mind if we?
Sure.
All right. So real quick, let's, Mr. Dale made a comment about the drainage ponds and pulling water off of the south side of the highway. I want to let him know that I have been working with the developers of Colonial. We're looking to try to put a servitude somewhere under a drainage pipe through a servitude under Colonial to try to pull water off Sedgefield, OK, McHugh, and Donellan. And we're also in negotiations with the resident on Glenwood side to do the same. The pond that they're saying that they will dig it deeper and do whatever we got to do. These people have reached out to be, and they want to be incredible neighbors. They want this park to be, you know, this development to be 100%. So I will certainly, and they will be certainly happy, willing to meet with anybody. So if you guys have concerns about it or you have any ideas, man, please bring them to us, because most of the time you live right on top of the issue and you've probably done way more homework on it, and come bring it to us, because everyone on this council is open-minded, and we've had to be since day one here. Capital outlay project that me and State Representative Talbot has been talking about. We, no knock on anyone, but we want to take, Harahan wants to take its own direction in figuring out what the air smell is and the quality of the air. And so State Representative Talbot, who is amazing, and he's an amazing friend, has reached out to me, and we're going to look to see if we can find some capital outlay money to maybe start building our own air monitoring station to get some results for our city, to understand what's going on here. Chief Todd St. Cyr will spearhead that committee. He is also working with some professors at LSU and Tulane to do so. But we got boots on the ground, and I want you guys to know that we are working on this, because it affects me just as it affects all of you and my children and your families, and you know, nothing's more important to us than our families. Ms. Johnson, I've been on Tyler. I've seen the drainage problems. I think there's so many issues out there that it's going to take a little bit of work. We do have a new engineer, it's Meyer Engineering, which actually was the other engineer before, so I figured sometimes, you know, it'd be smart to bring back some knowledge. I think personally on Tyler, some trees need to come down. I think there's too much weight on that street, and too much weight on the drainage, and I think the street's got problems. The lower side wasn't done properly and really needs to be looked at regrading. Sewer system upgrades. We have an entire plan in place that hasn't come to fruition. As a matter of fact, it's just infantile and discussions, but we think we have a great new project and a great new concept and idea of where we're going with this. As we get further down the road, we'll start divulging the information to the public. Lift station number 6 upgrade. The truth is, we've only been here 19 days. I really haven't had a time to dig in and find out where we are exactly on that. 90,000 that's going to the HAA field. Here's my dream and vision, just so you guys know. Councilman Johnson has dedicated 90,000 to that field. The HAA is also going to put up some money to that field, not only to build everything around the field, but to redo the field itself. I would like to see an artificial turf field there, because it's the wave of the future, and it would be the start of something amazing at Harahan Playground. I think these new turf fields will bring back ball. It'll bring back kids to the playground. It'll bring tournaments. I foresee if we can bring back these artificial turf fields that I think the playground will become a profitable institution, and more money that we can invest back into our community and our kids, and rebolstering those programs back up. I think that's a great thing. 50,000 to redo the shelter. I'll get with Councilman Johnson on that and try to get you an answer and find out exactly where we were on that. I do remember it passing, but again, I've been trying to handle as much as I can in the past 90 days. I mean, the past 19 days, 17 days. So but we're working as hard as we can, as fast as we can, and every one of these councilmen, that chief, my staff has been in here relentless, numerous amount of hours, Nicole Lee and everyone else, and Ms. Rena, and we've all been working together trying to, we're trying to get our feet on the ground. That's the truth. Once we get our feet on the ground, we're gonna move forward. We're almost there, but we're making us headway as fast and as quick as we can. And I want to make sure that this city is the best city that it ever possibly can be, and even better than I can dream of it being. And I'm a dreamer. Clerk?
Ready? Approval of the minutes. Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on November 15th.
Do we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnston, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Approval of the minutes of the council meeting on November 15th.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnston, second by Councilman Asbill. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passes. Okay.
Reading of the minutes of the special meeting budget hearing on December 6th.
Do we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnston.
Second.
Second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Approval of the minutes of the special meeting budget hearing on December 6th.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
No.
No. 3 yeas, 2 nays. Councilman Wheeler, Councilman Asbill. Nay?
Alrighty.
All right, motion passes.
Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on December 20th.
Do we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, seconded by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Okay.
Approval of the minutes of the council meeting on December 20th.
We have a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
I'm sorry, yay.
3 yeas, 2 nays. Motion passes. Communications? 2 declining, Asbill and Wheeler.
There were not enough board members present for a quorum for the December 12th Appeals Board meeting, and reading of the minutes of the Planning and Zoning Board on December 5th.
Okay, do we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Approval of the minutes of the Planning and Zoning Board on December 5th.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
4 yeas, 1 nay. Councilman Wheeler dissenting. Madam Clerk, resolutions?
No resolutions.
No resolutions. Ordinance for approval?
Proposed ordinance number 2018-15. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Bodier and seconded by Councilman Wheeler. This is an ordinance to amend ordinance number 1841, the annual budget of revenue and expenditures for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2018 for the Police Department of the City of Harahan, Louisiana.
Yeah. All right, so here, all right. Do I have a motion to open for public hearing?
Motion.
All in, all right. Motion by Councilman Buddy, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Public hearing is now open. Would anyone like to speak to the public or comment about this ordinance? Public hearing is now closed. Oh, Chief, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chief.
Well, Chief, come up with our discussion.
I would request that it be full. I think the new incoming planning performance can handle.
Okay, well, I don't know. I know, how can I,
We're not gonna pull it.
all right. You want to leave it?
We're gonna defer it.
We can't hear y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Discussion?
Okay, council discussion?
I think we should actually defer it at least 1 more month to give the financial enough time to look through it to see if we actually are going to need it.
I agree with that deferral. basically, we need to get, the new council, we need to get in there to find out the books, to see what we could figure out on our own prior to spending the money on this forensic audit.
So I motion to defer.
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor, motion to defer?
Yay. Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion is deferred.
All right, proposed ordinance number 2018-23. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Johnston and seconded by Councilman Wheeler. This is, as mandated by LARS 39-1311, to adjust beginning fund balances. Wait, do I have the right one? Hold on.
This
Wrong
is the
ordinance. Yeah,
municipal
I'm sorry. This is an ordinance providing that the Harahan Municipal Code be supplemented to fix the amount of compensation of the municipal officer of the city of Harahan as required by LRS 33-381A for the municipal clerk, tax collector.
Do I have a motion to open for public hearing?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Okay, public hearing is now open.
This is 2018-23.
23.
Yes, ma'am.
Majin Cazenave, Oak Avenue, Harahan, Louisiana. I am against granting this raise at this time for several reasons. 3 of you are brand new to the council. The others haven't adopted a final budget for 2018, nor has a budget for 2019 been presented by this council or adopted. How can you really know what money is being available? An $8,000 a year raise to someone who already makes $42,000 a year is very irresponsible. Raises have not been forthcoming for many years for other city employees who work to maintain this city. Since we voted to approve the millage for the police department, raises have been also promised to the fire department. Shouldn't the rest of the employees be considered before such a huge raise is granted to one person? Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Wow, y'all so fast. Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. Public hearing is now closed. Any council discussion?
We need to close, we need to vote to close.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we had council discussion.
Yeah, just quick discussion to address the concerns of the citizen. You're right, I'm new. I didn't really know what all entailed the municipal clerk to do, so I went and looked it up. And I'm looking at, a 15-page packet here of duties that the clerk has. And it's not just duties, it's responsibilities. It's the level of responsibility that this clerk has on her. And I think Mayor Baudier is adding additional administrative duties on top of that. So I'm gonna support the raise for Ms. Lee or the city clerk, whoever it might be. And that's my reasoning, because I think there's a lot of responsibility associated with this position, and it's deserved.
Councilman Wheeler? Councilman Chatelain?
No discussion.
I just think that this raise amounts to about 2% a year compounded, and I think it's very reasonable, so I'm going to support it for that reason.
Councilman Asbill said it beautifully. That's exactly why I brought this up.
And just to comment on my behalf, we have eliminated one employee position so not only have I had put an enormous amount of reinstituted duties back on City Clerk Lee, I've actually added almost an entire new employee's job description to her job title. So the way I see it, she's actually saving me about $40,000 to $50,000 a year. So of course, I think this is well deserved.
I would like to know exactly what the duties are going to be for the new person
address the council's over.
We'll make sure we have that 15 pages for you. Okay? Do I have a motion to proceed with the vote?
Motion.
Motion.
All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion passes.
All right, ordinances for an introduction. Proposed ordinance number 2018-18.
I'm going to take this since Councilman Benton's no longer with us.
Okay. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Johnston. This is an ordinance to amend ordinance number 1333, the Harahan zoning ordinance, section 17C, substandard lots of record. And proposed ordinance number 2018-24. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman, who would like to sponsor this ordinance? This is amending the 2018 budget.
No.
We're amending the 2018 budget. No, somebody needs this is up for first reading. So I need someone to sponsor
Do we
it.
have a sponsor? No? No.
I mean, I would think someone from the previous council should sponsor this ordinance. It's a 2018
Right.
annual budget.
Please use the mics.
Tone down, tone down. I would think someone from the previous council should sponsor this ordinance, being it's a 2018 budget.
Ms. Judy, I understand you're in the issues. Councilman Johnson and I are working with Todd Turney on. He has been extremely busy lately, and bless his heart. I'll be honest with you, we're still trying to figure out exactly what position where 18 was. And considering our most recent check register that we received just the other day, I was a little shocked to see the amount of bills that were written out at the end of 2018. So these projected balances, I don't even know if these numbers are even accurate. So, I mean, if you want me to bring it up, I will, and then we can try to address it by the February, but it may be deferred in February too. We're basically having to start anew on where these figures are for 18 and 19.
So dies for lack of a second? I mean, lack of a
Dies for lack of a
sponsor?
I think we just need to get some better figures. I mean, I'll sponsor it if it's for first reading, but,
Sponsor for first reading.
you know, we could put it
defer
for first
next month.
reading, but, you know, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'd like to mirror some of the comments Councilman Wheeler stated, that in December, in the last 3 days of December,
Yeah.
the city cut checks for $497,000 to Veolia. And I briefly went through the packet of data purporting to be the 12/31/18 final numbers, and I don't see how that can be correct. The packet. I think it's questionable as to whether it's accurate or not. So I think it's just prudent to try to tie the numbers down, see what money was spent actually, and then
I agree.
look at it then.
So you,
Right, exactly.
so
We can vote it down.
Your motion?
I'll make a motion to bring it up for first reading. I'll sponsor it.
Okay, so,
Okay, just
I'll,
sponsor it?
I'll second it.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
All right, so ordinance 2018-24, amending 2018 budget was
Yeah, it was
proposed by Councilman Wheeler.
Yeah, proposed by Councilman Wheeler.
Introduced by Councilman Wheeler. All right, proposed ordinance number 2018-26. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Johnston. No. Was that you?
No.
No?
No, it's Verizon? No.
Yeah, Verizon, no, okay. Who would like to propose 2018-26? This is for the Verizon franchise, for the fiber optics.
I'll do it.
Chatelaine?
Yeah, she's in Chatelaine.
It's an ordinance granting a franchise to MCI Metro Access Transmission Corp., DBA Verizon Access Transmission Services to lay, maintain, and operate a fiber optic transmission cable for the transmission of telephonic data and other electronic messages in, on, and/or across public places or ways, and prescribing conditions and limitations. Proposed ordinance number 2019-1. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan to establish provisions with respect to conduct at public meetings of the city. Proposed ordinance number 2019-2. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan to establish provisions with respect to conduct at public meetings of the city. Proposed ordinance number 2019-3. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan to establish provisions with respect to the commencement time of regular meetings of the City Council. Proposed ordinance number 2019-4. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan to establish provisions with respect to order of business at meetings of the City Council. Proposed ordinance number 2019-5. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Johnston. An ordinance adopting the annual budget of revenue and expenditures for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2019 for the City of Harahan, Louisiana. We have no old business. New business number 1, monthly financials with budget to actual comparisons. Do y'all want to,
Under new business, this was under the prior administration, this was actually put on the agenda for new business for every month. We actually get this in our packets, so I think we should go ahead and remove it off of new business from every month unless requested by a council member.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Please remove it from old business for the next council meeting. Thank you.
yeah,
Clerk.
it's the revenue and expenditure report, which is the secretary's report and pay bills, which is already on the agenda, so. All right, and new business number 2, the Planning and Zoning Board nomination, Ms. Darlene Schwartz to replace Mr. Tommy Buddy.
Okay, we're going to I'd like to make a motion to defer, I can't make a motion, I'm sorry. Can I have someone make
I'll
a
make that
motion
motion.
to defer
Yeah,
all
yeah,
planning
I
and
would-
zoning appointments? Just, like I said,
Right.
we've been here 17 days. All of us would like to have our opinion heard on the planning and zoning board. And
I think at this point, I'd like to just table it right now because there's some vacancies, I believe, on planning and zoning, and there may be some issues on Board of Appeals too. So I spoke to Nicole, she's going to get me the list. So at this point, I'd like to just table this issue, and then we can always bring it up at a later time.
Okay.
I second that.
So, motion by Councilman Wheeler, second by Councilman Johnson to table all planning and zoning and board nominations at this time. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passes.
All right, new business number 3, the 2019 holiday calendar.
I am not in favor of adopting this holiday calendar. Yeah, I'm like, I want everybody, let's work, we gotta work. Everybody's gotta work. Do I have a motion to adopt the 2019 holiday calendar?
I have a question. It's 13 days. Has that traditionally been the?
Yes,
city?
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnston, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Calendar is adopted.
All right, new business number 4. Harahan Elementary would like to respectfully request the council to consider either a donation or a substantial discounted price to reserve Harahan Gym for their annual Mardi Gras Ball on February 16, 2019, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m.
Do I have a motion for Harahan Elementary to rent
I have a little something with that.
I'm sorry, oh boy.
I don't know if we can per se donate.
Right.
Right.
I think we have to at least charge a fee, but I don't know if that has to be actually approved by the council.
Yeah.
The mayor should just be able to.
No, we're gonna do $1.
Well, I mean, and what is the point
But
is you
does
can't,
that come to the council, or is that just the mayor? Okay.
I'ma pay it.
Well, I motion for,
pay it.
I motion to rent for $1.
Okay, all right, so all in favor, Councilman Johnson, do I have a motion for Harahan Elementary to rent the gym for $1? Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. That gym's gonna cost you $1.
You got it, Chief?
I want my dollar. I want that dollar.
Wait, the Chiefs fan? Hold on.
Chiefs fan, we should have went 100.
it's $20.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Make it 20.
If the chief is paying.
So we.
And new business number 5, we've already taken
Yep,
up at the
new business
beginning of the
already taken
meeting. New business number 6, appointment of city attorney.
Okay, we're going to defer our appointment for a city attorney tonight. I need a motion for someone to defer.
I'll make a motion to defer.
Motion by
city
Councilman
attorney.
table
Chatelain.
it.
Second.
Motion to table it?
Table it till
We got a
next
motion to
month.
defer. You want to table it? I
Table,
will.
no, just defer till next one.
All right, motion to defer by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion's deferred. Appointment of the city magistrate. I'm sorry, Nicole, I'm read you. Yeah.
New business number 7, appointment of the city
Do I have a
magistrate.
do I have a motion to appoint Tiffany Scott Wilkin as city magistrate?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
You want to come and talk?
Do you want to?
Congratulations.
Just real quick, while she's on her way up here, y'all, I've served with Councilman Wilkin in my first term. That was Councilman Wilkin, then I'm sorry. And, I mean, y'all, she has been a mentor to me, this city, this council. I don't want to, it's just been amazing for you to come aboard my team. I'm so excited to have you. I'm blessed to have you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
I'm very happy for you all. Congratulations on your re-elections and elections. It's a big sacrifice. It's a commitment you're making to the city, as well as what your family, the commitment your family's making to the city. I'm glad to be back to serve again. Thank you for this honor.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
accepting.
Okay, number 8 is appointment of city prosecutor.
Do I have a motion to appoint Dave Corsell as the city prosecutor?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passes. Congratulations, Councilman Corsell. City Prosecutor Dave Corsell.
First off, congratulations to all of you and thank you. I've had the pleasure, as many of you know, to be the city attorney from around, I think it was 1998 to 2015. It was a ride. Then I've had the pleasure to serve as a city prosecutor for the last 4 years, and I truly appreciate you appointing me again. I look forward to it the next 4 years. Congratulations to all of you again, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope not to see any of you.
Thank you.
All right, number 9, appointment of mayor pro tem.
Do I have a motion to appoint Councilman Eric Chatelain as the city mayor pro tem for the year 2019?
Second?
Motion by Councilman Wheeler, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Congratulations, Councilman Chatelain, new mayor pro tem.
Thank you.
And number 10 is appointment of city department heads. It's maintenance director, recreation director, and regulatory director.
Okay, do I have a motion to appoint Edwin Larcella as the city maintenance director?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Buddy, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Thank you, Mr. Edwin, for taking on this daunting task. Do I have a motion to appoint Stu Foley as the City Recreation Department
Motion.
Director? Motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Congratulations, Playground Head Stu Foley. Do I have a motion to appoint Jeff Charlet as the City Regulatory Director?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Congratulations, Jeff Charlet. I would like to congratulate everyone on their appointments, and I look forward to working with them all. And y'all, I want to tell y'all, I have worked these people. It's been insane. We have been pushing with everything we got, and I really just want to say thank them. Thank you so much, above and beyond the congratulations. I mean, everybody came in, everybody was here on a second, and everybody has been working literally as hard as they possibly can. So thank you guys very, very much.
Eating king cake all day.
Oh, yeah. That's a story.
All right, address the council.
Would anyone like to address the council? Please state your name and address at the podium. No one would like to, oh, we got some. Oh, come on.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Either one. Either one.
Hello, There you go. It is. Erica Parrick, 60 Ren Pass. I just want to say what a great job y'all are doing. I'm super excited for y'all. Congratulations on all y'all's elections. I want to speak up for y'all a little bit because I could imagine this being y'all's first council meeting that it's a little, you know, overwhelming, maybe nerve-wracking or whatever, and y'all are doing a great job. I think, you know, we need to take it easy on y'all, give you a little time to figure things out. I can only imagine what kind of situation you were left with and what was thrown at you from the previous administration. And I think we all just need to give them time. I believe that y'all will, y'all have a lot of great plans. Y'all are going to do what's right. I can already tell that y'all are going to work together very well. And I think we, you know, we just need to give y'all some time. And I look forward to seeing what y'all are going to do.
Thank you.
I am Tina Hunter. I live on 54 West Imperial. West Imperial, I was complaining I couldn't hear them. So I just want everybody to know that I attended the air quality meeting at John Curtis on Tuesday or Monday, I don't know when it was. I left very disappointed because I felt like nobody cares. They're not doing anything about it. So I'm glad to hear that we're, as a city, as a community, is going to do something on our own. We need to do this. I'm getting sick. I'm breathing this stuff in at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm concerned about the children. I'm concerned about my grandchildren. So please, this is very close to home for all of us, and let's get some results. Let's get somebody to listen to us. Thank you.
Okay, we will now close address to council.
Secretary's report for November 2018. Total revenue, $478,845.63. And the Secretary's report for December 2018. Total revenues, $309,425.64. And reports.
Chief Walker, you want to go first?
Statistics for Harahan Police Department for December 2018. We had 614 calls for service. We handled 17 accidents. 74 citations were issued for 108 violations. We had 8 patrol requests, non-narcotics arrests, 12 charges, 7 of them were felony, 3 misdemeanor, and 2 city charges. Other arrests were 38, and other charges, 69 for 6 felonies, 41 misdemeanors, 8 city, and 14 traffic. In December, there were no murders, no rapes, no robberies, 1 residential burglary, no non-residential burglary, no attempted burglary, no motor vehicle theft, no attempted motor vehicle theft, 4 larceny thefts, and 7 assaults. Thank you, and God bless.
Chief, if you would, could you describe for me in your report the number of citations issued, 74, and what are those?
I'm sorry?
What type of item is included in the caption number of citations issued?
Traffic, speeding, stop signs, DWIs, anything that could be turn into a felony or mandatory going to first parish court.
And there's another line below, and it's the reason I asked, number of other charges, and there's a traffic line, and it's 14.
Yes.
So that's different from the 74 up above? It's a different category, I take it?
There's 108 charges for the 74. Some
No,
citations.
down, I'm sorry, Chief, about 2/3 of the way down, there's a number of other charges, and then the 4th item below that is a caption, a sub.
69, 6 of them were felonies, 41 were misdemeanors, 30 were city charges, and 14 of them were traffic arrests.
Okay, thank you.
Chief St. Cyr?
Yes, sir. Don't do that. Thank you. Good evening. Congratulations to you all. I look forward to working with you over the next 4 years. To the public, air quality issue. We have been tuned in as a city from the very beginning. Matter of fact, we were some of the ones to kick off the actual investigation into the air quality. I've spent numerous hours overnight chasing the smell all around town, not just in Harahan, but to River Ridge, to the West Bank and Wagaman. I've spent time on the landfill itself. We've had equipment that we've borrowed from LSU, from Dr. Ed Overton. We've never been disconnected as a community from what's going on with the smell, and we're gonna continue. We had hopes that Jefferson Parish landfill, something was gonna happen with that, and I think something still will happen with that. We just don't know to what extent. And I'm not one that's completely convinced that everything that we're getting is from the landfill. I said it at the parish council meetings, and I'll say that to our community today. I'm not convinced of that, and I've spent about as much time as anyone with boots in the ground. If we can work with Kirk Talbot's office and get some equipment, if we can put people together that can help us get out there and utilize it, if I can use both LSU and Tulane to help us with grad students, if we can get other people involved, we're gonna continue moving forward. I'm gonna continue moving forward no matter what, but the equipment is what it takes. We have to be able to police ourselves in our own area. We can't rely on the efforts of LDEQ and, you know, even Jefferson Parish. We have to know what's happening in our community. This is our town, we should protect it. And I'm not saying anything against either one of those, you know, LDEQ or Jefferson Parish, but I think we need to know as a community ourselves, and the only way that we're gonna know is to get out and take a look at it ourselves. So I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
The way we became about getting the equipment and grabbing State Representative Talbot at the John Curtis meeting was that something really key stuck out to me and Chief when we were there, and it was how these companies self-report or self-monitor themselves. And we thinking, all right, who self-monitor themselves and doing something good? And that's when him and I came to the presumption that, nah, we need to get involved. We need to get involved as a community way more than what we have been. State Representative Talbot has been very open-minded to it. As a matter of fact, he wants to be a part of it. Y'all, we're real blessed to have him at this stage in the game, and we're excited about trying to chase this down and figure this out, and we want some results. And we want some answers.
I don't want to leave out Councilman Johnson's
Yo.
office either. You know, Councilman Johnson's
Absolutely.
office has been with us on this issue all the way through as well. And I don't mean to ignore you. If you're here, I don't see you, but you know, we thank your office for helping us as well. And I know that he is committed to continue working.
Thank you.
With us on this, independently of what is happening with some of the stuff in the parish. So, I mean, he's very interested. He lives here in Harahan too, and he's been affected by the smell. And as well has tuned into the pages of Facebook that, you know, people are screaming, people have had enough. You can't have a party in your backyard in the evening because you're liable to get blasted out of it, and enough is enough.
Yep.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you for covering for me on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't forget that. Please forgive me.
Councilman Asbiel?
Yeah. Good evening. First of all, thank everybody for coming out tonight. Didn't get the opportunity last month, but thank you for your encouragement and your faith in me to elect me as your councilman. I really appreciate that. I'm happy to be up here serving you. I'm happy to be working with everyone up here. And just stay involved. Keep coming to our meetings and stay involved and let us know what we're doing right and also what we're doing wrong. Thank you.
Councilman Buddy?
Well, I'm going to keep it real simple. I want to thank the citizens for placing their trust in me. I'm going to do my best to earn it every day. Thank you very much.
Councilman Chatelain?
Well, I'll go ahead and address the issue someone brought up earlier about the $90,000 for the field for the HAA. I know Mayor Bodier mentioned it. The funds came a little late. It's not going to happen for this baseball season. We're about 3 months late on this to get it to happen for this baseball season. That project will move forward as soon as the season's over. We can't stop the field. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the parish just signed a cooperative endeavor agreement yesterday. So we're moving forward with that project. Bathrooms was approved by the previous administration. I'm gonna have to dig into this. I believe we're gonna need some engineering and some drawings and stuff for the bathrooms. So we're working on that issue there. The Tyler Street project was approved probably 7 months ago. I can't see Don't hold me to that, but it's been a while. Of course, Tyler Street project, they did the first part of Tyler Street, which was the easy part. The contractors always want to come in and do the easy part first. They come in and do the easy part, and they did a horrible job. I'm going to sit here and tell you, if I hired a contract and they did a job like that, they would not receive their paycheck. They come back and they say, we gave y'all lanyap. We finished off Calvary Street or something? Calvin Street for free. They didn't finish Calvin Street for free. They took their leftovers, blacktop, and washed it out on Calvin Street and spread it out a little bit. I'm in the process of looking into who did this job and seeing if we could call them back. They need to come scrape the edges. The water's holding water. The street's worse than it started. Okay, the potholes aren't there, but it's holding more water than when we started. So we're moving forward on that. The sewer plant has been an issue probably for the last 40 years. I believe we're in the process of moving forward on that. Everyone has steps they're taking. Like Mayor Bodier said, we've been in office for 20 days. 17 days. And we're gonna address these issues. Lift Station 6 to relieve Lift Station 8. I think it's a great idea. We need to dig into this a little more. They spent plenty of money on studies and engineering fees. So we're gonna dig into that. We have the engineer that worked with us previous. We're gonna sit him down with the new city engineer, and we're gonna see what we gotta do to move forward with that. We're prepared to move forward. Like one of the residents got up early and said, give us a little time, we're prepared. We're all here working. I know a lot of people have trust in us. I mean, that's why we were elected. And if y'all have any questions, concerns, call us, ask the questions. I mean, we're not scared to dig into and try to figure out. If anyone in this city is affected by the government shutdown, paychecks or anything, if they could reach out to us, I think there's an organization forming. I know some guys that are trying to get together to help fund these guys if they're in a financial hardship or something to where we can help fund this. If they want to reach out to me, my cell number is 504-416-7807. But we up here as elected officials are prepared to move this city forward. For us to move this city forward, we need your input and your information and your help. We look forward to working for you. Thank you.
Just want to thank everybody again for allowing me to serve for you another 4 years. I want to go back to what Ms. Darlene Schwartz was talking about earlier about the pulled pork and chicken dinner. Get there early if you want chicken, because the chicken goes out quick. So that's it.
The Queen. Councilman Wheeler is coming. It's been ordered.
See, this is what happens when you're last, because now I have to repeat what everybody else said. It is truly an honor, and I'm blessed to be reelected again. I was a little nervous, you know, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm very excited to be working with these fine gentlemen. And I think it's going to be good, and I appreciate, yes, please give us a little time, so I appreciate that. It was a lot, you know, coming in, we were here literally on New Year's Day. We all came in here, and I'm a little taken back at some of the things that we have found. Unfortunately, there's probably going to be more things that we're going to uncover. Mr. Semino, Mr. Dale, I do understand, yes, we're not going to talk about the past anymore, but to allow us to move forward, there's some issues that we have to address in the past, okay? It's not about the he said, she said, but I have to say, for me personally, I was just floored at what was discovered. I have not been here every day. There are several days, we all leave our jobs early to come help, post taxes, take out the trash. When we came in New Year's Day, I mean, we just helped clean up, took the Christmas tree down, things like that. We're all here to do what we need to do.
Took the glass down.
Took the glass down. First order of business was that glass taken down. I mean, you would have thought, it was just amazing. And it's so welcoming. When I was accepting tax payments, I walked in and everybody I greeted, oh, good morning, and they would just, it was, people actually enjoyed coming to City Hall. It was nice to see the smile on people's faces, and their smiles could have been before. But even the FedEx guy, when he walked up to drop off a tax, he put his hands up. And he's like, he didn't realize it even came down, because he was so used to, you know, putting his hands up and slide it through. And so, yes, please be patient. It's going to take us some time. It may take us weeks. It may take us months. We're hoping that's not going to be the case, but thank you. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see what the next 4 years are going to bring. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I forgot to thank someone who is very precious to me in my life, and the only one of my children to have campaigned with me for the past 6 times through rainstorms and every single thing. And you get me all choked up. Thank you, my sweetie. I love you. And I'd like to make a pledge to Chief Walker today. Chief, we're here to help you, and we're here to support your police department, and we know how important our police department is here. I'm hoping, and I have great hopes that you'll never have to endure what you have endured the past 4 years. I'm sorry for that. But these police are important to us, and people don't realize how important this pay raise was. In the past 5 years, the city has lost $500,000 of retraining police officers. $500,000 of your tax dollars is gone, and now we've put a preventative measure in place that we're going to stop that. I know there's been so much nasty, negative stuff on Facebook about the police department, and I'm sick of seeing it and hearing about it. Guys, these people, they're no different than us. They come in and they're still working with their raises at nowhere near what everyone else is getting. And we want them to stay in this community, want them to be a part of who we are. You know, so love your policemen. Tell them hi. Introduce yourself. And I want to especially thank Chief Walker, who believed in me to become the next mayor, to work with his police department, believed in my ability and my strengths and my willingness to be open-minded to work and improve our police. And I've always heard for the past 12 years it's a bedroom community, bedroom community, bedroom community. And I'll always say this: nothing defines a bedroom community more than a police officer or a fireman that will start and finish their career here. I want my children and my family to know them and run to them, not run from them. That's what defines a bedroom community. Fire department, we haven't forgot about you. We're coming. I've pledged my loyalty to you guys as well, and we're coming. We're promised. Give me a month or so, we'll be there. And I thank you for being patient with us very much. One other thing that we did leave out, because I'd love these sessions to be informative sessions, not just, what they have been. Lift Station 5 for the people in Harahan Oaks, we are now in a process of designing a way to stop it from sinking in the ground. The new city engineer is here tonight, and but we've put plans in place. We're going to take a tree down, try to get some pylons up underneath the line, remove the pump box, fix it, put it back in the ground. And then ultimately at the end, we're going to call on Mr. Carlo Ferreira to come actually educate us on what is actually underneath that ground. Because if anybody knows, he knows. Because for some reason, the dirt just keeps going, it just keeps disappearing. I know I've heard that there's some kind of aquifer under that, and may it be hard to believe. I guarantee if Mr. Carlo Ferreira says it's there, it's there. And but again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the city for entrusting me and being the mayor. We're running a city hall here. It's going to be real unique. We're very happy. Every door is open. You want to see what real transparency looks like, you come to City Hall, and I guarantee you'll see it. You'll come in, you'll get greeted with smiling faces, a piece of king cake, and some coffee, and when you go, you'll be all jacked up like we are all day long. I want to thank everybody, and Mayor, Council, pay the bills.
I got it. All right, pay bills. Bills paid in December 2018, the total expenditures, $1,035,191.07. An executive session.
So excuse me 1 second, did y'all hear that? Just want to make sure you heard that. Pay the bills for the month of December.
Let me read.
Go ahead. 1 million.
Total expenditures for the month ending in December 2018, $1,035,191.07. That was the total bills cut for the month of December alone.
I'm gonna update y'all on the bills paid in December for 2016. $281,414.70. Bills paid in December for 2017, $681,554.74. We're still digging in to see why it's $1 million in December of 2018. Pay the bills.
Already did.
Done.
Motion to adjourn?
No executive session, yeah, adjourn.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Wheeler. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.